What's up, guys? It's Damon here, my top 5 series. This is episode 4, featuring Machine Gun Kelly. Alright, let's jump right into it. Number 5, off of his new album, General Admission, the song's called Every Day. The reason I picked this song is because it depicts the life of pretty much everybody, as in, and it's really relatable, as in, like, you're trying to go to school, right? But in order to go to school, you need to have a job to pay for school. And also you need to spend time with your family. So it's talking about the struggles that we have in everyday life and how sometimes even everyday stuff can become too much. So in the second verse he talks about he says, screw this, I'm going to a concert. Because, it's a big deal. And he talks about seeing his favorite band on stage, wearing a shirt that he made specifically for them, and just having a good time and enjoying it in the moment, being in the moment, and living in the moment. He's inspiring us to look at life in a different way and understand that even if we are having a tough time right now, in the future, there's going to be so much better, and there's no reason to get down in the dumps about one day. Because the reality is, you're going to have bad days, but if you don't go through the bad, you'll never reach the good days. So, it's a very relatable song, and it's my favorite off of his new album, so check that one out. Number 4, this is where, so Every Day is the lightest song on here, and if I go on a rant on any of these songs, I apologize, but I probably will. So, the rest of the list is very dark but relatable. Number 4, End of the Road. This is really talking about the struggles that he had before he started to become popular. Like, I've listened to Machine Gun Kelly. I probably, out of all the artists that I've done, I relate the most to Machine Gun Kelly, and I relate to Machine Gun Kelly more to his music than I do to Eminem's. So, food for thought there. But this song is talking about how he didn't do well in school. He got picked on, he got bullied, he was always a class clown, like he stood out, but for the wrong reasons. And everybody, like I said, picked on him, but not only the students, but the teachers told him he wasn't going to get anywhere. And it's like kind of a full circle song, as in it's saying, like, everybody said I wasn't going to make it. Every teacher said I was going to fail, that I wasn't going to do anything with my life. I used to push carts. Now I push songs. I used to be in there. Now I am so gone. And he's talking about how different his life is now and how he persevered through that. And even if you think it's the end of your road, it may just be leading you to a better and brighter future. So, number 3 is All We Have. This song I picked because there's a line that said, I never thought my text apologizing would be the reason that you died driving. Damn. Let me say that again. Never thought my text apologizing would be the reason that you died driving. Damn. Think about how impactful that one line is. That like rips my soul out. How would you even cope with that? And then it's talking about how he's struggling as an artist and how he is trying to be a voice for the voiceless, but he's put in a box. People don't want to listen to him, and he struggles with being on tour, not seeing his daughter, not feeling like when he comes home he has a relationship with her. It's a crazy deep song, and how he always feels alone. Like he's the leader of this movement, but he feels so alone. But yeah, that line, the text apologizing line, gets me every single time. And that shows that even if you are Machine Gun Kelly or whoever, whatever celebrity, you can still be down just because you have money. Like, you can still be depressed. Just because you have money doesn't mean that you're happy. And that's kind of, I think he kind of had that realization, just like G-Eazy did, that like you can be the most famous person in the world, but you know, if you're surrounded by yes men, you can still be all alone. And then here's where we really, really get into the deep stuff that has the songs that have really affected me personally. And the top two were, this is the hardest decision I've made in the top fives out of any of them. Usually I can just list them out. But Machine Gun Kelly, like I said, I really do connect with his music, and it's very tough for me because there's a couple songs that, I mean, Eminem will be hard as well, but these two songs, one of them is a lot of shock value, and I'll get into that. That's number one. But the number two song, like I said, is very hard. But this song was released, or at least I found it when right after I had a big breakup, and I wasn't having very good thoughts. I was down and depressed, like a lot of us get when when shit changes or drastic changes happen like that. And it talks about how he was going through his phone and he found all these pictures of him and his ex, and he had made mistakes and he felt bad about the mistakes that he'd made, and that he like remembers like waking up and she was there and all the time that they spent together and all the things that they did and her laugh and that kind of stuff, and how he just wanted to be with her. But the thing that really got me, that really choked me up when I first heard this song, and it gave me goosebumps actually, was I used to have someone at 3 a.m. that I could call. Now it just rings and I don't get nothing at all. Where you at, girl? That line, I sobbed, and I'm almost choking up right now. That line is so terribly, it's a terrible realization. It's terribly heartbreaking because you don't realize somebody's been put in that position, or you don't realize how much of a habit that action is. Having somebody at 3 a.m. that you can call. You don't realize how important that is until the next time when you go to call them at 3 a.m. and they're no longer there. The phone rings or they hang up. That's such a heart-wrenching experience, and like I went through that. You can look at the comments on that video, her song Machine Gun Kelly, and it's fantastic that he can write that, but it's so just like it makes your stomach sick to see all these kids replying to this video like, oh my god, I just got broken up with, I want to die, but this song helped me out, thank you so much, Kels. It's like I haven't seen or heard an artist being able to do that. Like, yeah, Eminem's super lyrical. He does have, like, Love the Way You Lie. That was really relatable. Beautiful is a song that really helped me. But I have never seen people open up with the stories that they did on the comments of that video. And I that's one of the things that I love about, one of the reasons I love Machine Gun Kelly so much. He's in my top 5 greatest of all time, and he might actually pass Eminem. And for me, if you know me personally, you know that's a crazy thing to say, that I love Eminem. But this song, like, just tears you to pieces. And I absolutely love it. Because I wouldn't have gotten through what I went through if I didn't have this song. And then number 2 is the darkest song I've ever heard in my entire life. It is the scariest song I've ever heard in my life because the first and second verses are based on his life. A lot of rappers talk about money, bitches, popping bottles, having parties, getting shit-faced drunk, having nice cars. He, in this story, talks about, the first verse is about a kid who goes to school and gets bullied. Bad. He doesn't really see a way out of the situation. He's trapped. His at-home life, his dad is a drunk. He gets beaten at home. He gets very neglected at home. There's not really a way out for this kid. And the scary part is that was his at-home life. like he says it in his songs, but he got picked on at school, and his dad was like a raging alcoholic. In the song, the kid takes a gun to school and he shoots the bully. Now, I know that there was like a shoot up in a club recently, and this has been a problem for a long, long time. But just the fact that, like, it's so relatable, and it's so sad that bullying can get to that point, and the fact that he felt like that would have been the way out. It's crazy to think that, like, kids who are joking, or sometimes kids are actually doing it to hurt somebody, to be hurtful, but like sometimes people have no clue that they're even hurting somebody else's feelings, and then it escalates to that point. So, verse 2, and this is the part of the song, like the hook's really dark, but this is literally the darkest verse I've ever heard in hip-hop, probably ever written, like in poetry, in any book. This is the darkest thing I've ever read or heard. It is about a teenage girl who has a boyfriend that's older. I don't know how much older. But she starts skipping class to have sex with her boyfriend in the back of his car. He doesn't wear a condom, and she gets pregnant. That's realistic. That is more real and more honest than any song I have ever heard in my entire life. That is a 100% genuine and authentic situation. She gets pregnant, and then the bus driver notices. The kids on the bus notice. Teachers start talking about it. Faculty start, like the other people, the faculty start talking about it. And then it gets to the point where she can't conceal it anymore. So she's starting to show that she's pregnant. And she doesn't want her parents to be disappointed in her. And she's been getting picked on at school, and she hasn't said anything. You know, like even the faculty, the teachers are, you know, talking shit about her and talking bad about her. So she doesn't see a way out. So the end line of the song is her and her baby brains in the tub. Damn. And if you think about the fact that he has stated in interviews that he lost a child, I can't even imagine. That is such a hard situation, and he pulled both of those scenarios from his life. That is why it's number one. So, my top 5 list, every day, end of the road, all we have, her song, and number 1 is Dark Side of the Moon. If you guys have different opinions, different orders that you think the song should go in, let me know. But you need to listen to all 5 of these songs, because there's a reason they're in the order that they're in. And I think if you listen to all these, you'll agree with me that this is the order that his music should be in. So remember to like, comment, rate, share, and subscribe. I'm going to have vlogs coming out on Mondays. Top 5s just like this on Tuesdays. And Fridays is going to be a cover, a verse, or an original song. So I have a schedule set up. And next week is going to be Macklemore. And I promise the video will be happier. It's just, when I found Machine Gun Kelly, I was in a really dark point in my life. So I picked the dark songs because they helped me through a lot of shit. So, like I said, next week is Macklemore. Thanks for watching the Top 5 series. I have a playlist. I'll put a link like right here so you guys can check that out. And I'll see you guys next time.